Sorry, go on.
Before the game, you and the guys this morning, shoot-around, mentioned that you thought those guys would definitely come with juice. What did you see from the Rockets in terms of just their presence and force tonight?
Yeah, just that. They outplayed us for the majority of the game in all facets. So got to give them credit. They were ready to play. They were very sharp. Took a couple of our punches when we tried to claw back in the game, but they were the better team tonight. They deserved to win.
Third quarter, you didn't allow any fast break points, didn't allow any points off turnovers. Is there anything there that you felt like needed, if you could, bottle it up for the entire 48 minutes?
Yeah, we were uncharacteristically sloppy in the first half with the ball. We had a high turnover night for us, and they made us pay on those plays. They're a really good transition team because of their athleticism. So, obviously could have been better there. Some of that's them, credit them. Some of that's us. But in the third, I thought we cleaned it up a little bit. But they, for the most part, for the majority of that 48 minutes, they were the better team.
Well, if you count 10 0 runs this year, you guys lead the league in those by like a wide margin.
In what?
10 0 runs.
10 0 runs?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so I just wonder, like, you mentioned Houston, matched your punches. Like, what was it about what they did that kind of kept you from going on one of those crazy runs?
I think they have every team has a formula, and their formula offensively is centered around Green and Şengün, and those guys had their way tonight. I thought they were very comfortable and in rhythm. And then they have a formula on the glass, and I thought they got that job done as a team as well. So we didn't force them into or away from their formula. That's been a strength of our team this year. We didn't do it tonight, and they made us pay for it.
And Shea starts out 5 for 6, I believe, and then he finishes the game with like 22, only 22 shots, which is crazy to say, but that's obviously not a standard game for him. Like, what did you see them do? Did you see them do anything special to disrupt him? Like, what did you see on that front?
I thought he missed a couple that he would normally make. They played a good amount of zone. I thought we generated some decent shots against that. I didn't think, it wasn't his best night, obviously, but I thought the game came down to more their effort on the glass, their ability to get those two guys free for 60-plus points. That doesn't happen to us often. And then just our overall sharpness on offense with mainly the turnovers and some possessions that didn't end in turnovers, but that we weren't able to get a quality shot.
Amen Thompson kind of stuffed the stat sheet against y'all tonight. What impresses you about him as a player? What makes him a weapon for Houston?
Thompson, he's obviously the athleticism pops, and he's just a different twitch of athlete, but he's a basketball player too. He's got a really good feel. He's got good passing feel. He understands space and where to go on the floor. Obviously made a couple jump shots tonight as well, but he's not limited to just his athleticism. He's a well-rounded player.
You mentioned Houston freeing their ball handlers up. We talk all the time about the job Lou does in terms of blowing up actions. Do you credit their screeners, their ball handlers? Like, what did you see that they did that made it so abnormal?
I thought they were the more forceful team tonight. Really for most of the game, we had our moments where we clawed back in it, but we were at a deficit because of their force. It was their force on offense, their force on defense, and then their force on the backboard. And that's the formula. That's what they do. It's what they do really well. If you let them exist in that space, they're really, really hard to beat, and tonight proved that.
Anyone else?